Hey, 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 good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing this morning? This morning we have the pleasure of interviewing with Ellice Darien, with Ellice Darien Cosmetics and Health and Beauty line. So I am excited to talk with her this morning. It looks like she is on now, so we are gonna and get her in here so we can talk with her this morning.
Hey,
Hey, good morning.
good
How are
morning.
you?
How are you?
Good, good.
That's
How is everything going?
it's going. It's hot,
I know.
but when it's cold, I'm gonna
Yes,
complain then too. So
that's
it is what it is.
what. So we are gonna jump right in. How are
I
you?
am
How is
doing
things
great.
going besides the heat?
Oh, everything is going great. We're growing.
Good, good. I see your posts with the eyeshadows, and I'm like, oh, those colors are
Thank
absolutely
you.
popping. I have to get that color palette,
Thank
the
you.
pink that you had.
Oh, that
I
was me
really,
mixing some.
really love that.
Thank you. That was me mixing some stuff because we actually start playing with stuff and saying, okay, this is gonna work. We're gonna put it into, let's say, our summer palette, or because we always got to be a few seasons ahead. So everybody loved that pink, so that pink is gonna be in one of our palettes. That was just me
Oh,
mixing some
yes.
stuff up.
Yes, I can't wait because I love that pink. So I
Thank
was like,
you.
oh, I can't wait for that.
Thank you.
So we are gonna jump right in.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about how you got started with the whole health and beauty line and cosmetics.
So I had sorry, I'm fixing my glasses. I see they're crooked because I sleep in and then everything falls out. So what happened is I wasn't even a nurse when I started. I was actually an account executive, and a friend of mine who was a nurse, she had stage 4 cancer.
Oh.
I mean, I even bought her first blonde wig. And her hair actually came back black and curly, so that was funny on its own. But we, she loved Bath and Body Works, not to put them down at all, but she loved, like, just things that make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soaps, things that smell good. But because of chemo radiation, her skin was ultra sensitive. And
Right.
when you have cancer, one of the things that will notice is that you start looking at everything on the label. Like, you start reading things, and she just didn't want that kind of stuff. So I took my son to the library, learned how to make soap, and then in between all this, I went to nursing school because
Wow.
September 11th happened and I had no job anymore. So I
Okay.
went to nursing school and people liked it. It was just a professional hobby for years. Like, I would make soaps and lotions and hair products and different things like that. And when I turned 50, I was like, oh, let me look in this makeup thing. Because before, I'm a typical Jamaican, so I didn't have just one job. I was an
Mm-hmm.
account executive, and I still owned a beauty parlor where I would collect the rent for booths, that kind of thing. And one of the things that the queens used to do is come, because they had balls back then. So in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
they had the balls and the drag balls, and I learned how to do the makeup and everything else. So
Yeah.
I tapped into that when I turned 50. And of course, I'm looking more at what ingredients are in the product, and we've had
Mm-hmm.
several stores, and that's how we started now into skincare and makeup, because now it made sense that you
Right.
know want to look more into their face, because I never cared about that. Black doesn't crack, honestly, but
That's right.
it can hurt. It can
That's
get
right.
hurt. So we look into like our foundation has sunscreen, that kind of thing. That's what we started doing.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. So then tell us because the one product I purchased from you was the clarifying shampoo,
Hmm.
which I absolutely love, which I really need to go and get the conditioner also to go along with that. So how did you go about getting like the mixture for the shampoo? Just getting started with like the clarifying shampoo
Hmm.
and like the conditioner. I know because I have natural hair.
Yeah.
So I don't have any relaxers or anything like that. And it's very hard to find a shampoo that will clarify and soften,
Yeah.
your texture of hair. So how did you come about getting started with that?
So remember I said I had a salon. It's because I went to beauty school, and our name of our shop was called Roots and Culture. So that was like early 90s, and it was really promoting a lot of natural haircuts
Okay.
more than chemical. And one of the things that we tend to do when we have natural hair, even with locks, is we try to keep it moist. So we put in more product, and we want to take that product out, kind of like with our skin, we build up. So what is great about nature is that we build up a whole lot of armor. And that's what happens with the hair. You put in a lot of stuff in, but now it's going to hold it. And the clarifying is just to get that stuff out. It's not something you want to do all the time. It's like once a month, once or 2 months, just kind of get that buildup in, and then do a great conditioner as you go. And some people, that's all they do. They only use conditioner every week to kind of wash their hair out. And then of course, because of the way the conditioners are made, you need something to take it out. And that's why there's a clarifying shampoo. So we did that. It wasn't like the number one thing, because I was like, hair is rough. Like, you mess somebody's hair up, they don't care what you do to their face. I'm not even trying to be funny. You put the wrong commercial out, if we looked at what happened with Shea Moisture, and we will take the business down. So I was kind of afraid to really mess with that, because like one mistake and I'm out. But it was just something simple. Just put a clarifying. All of our stuff is very simple and honest. Clarify it, condition it. We have no extra hair growth method or anything. We do have a biotin, but that's because biotin is proven to be great with your hair. But if you're not lazy, rice water would have done the same thing. So I'll always tell people the truth. You know, you could actually do that.
Okay. So then what are you most proud of with your products that you have created?
I'm proud of how it's evolving, that people are noticing. And the one thing as a Black woman that I'm proud of is that it didn't scare the people who were not Black from buying it. That was one of our biggest fear. Because, you know, you look at marketing, you say, okay, how am I marketing it? And am I going to represent my people the way that I need to? Because to me, that's one of the most important things. And it's, to me, is if you understand I'm a Black woman, you understand that I love us, sure, buy it. The money's green, but respect that fact of it. And I love the way that we're evolving. I am seeing women who I call sisters from all over, all different type of women buying our product.
Great, great. Yeah. So then what sets you apart from other cosmetic lines?
I think me being a nurse, I'm looking at what's in our product more. And we now have a doctor that endorses our product, but it's also because of we tend to go for mature and sensitive skin.
Okay.
Yeah. We tend to look for mature and sensitive skin. So that's a big thing for us. We don't necessarily, not that I don't want young girls wearing the makeup and everything else. I'm all for that. But that's what we target, because I think after a certain age, we start to feel invisible.
Right.
So that's where we start out. We tell people that you make our products look beautiful. It's not the other way around.
There you go. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, that's good. So what challenges have you had to overcome just getting the business started and off, and even now?
It's always been two that we found, because, you know, you have to do your demographics and see what it is. For example, I had a store in a really nice part of Virginia, and it was like Coach was there, Louis Vuitton store was there, and we had a little store there. And we were happy because people from L'Occitane would say, go to her because she has natural products. And that's a big compliment for us, for them to say, come to her. And a woman came into the store, and one of my girlfriends was there, and my girlfriend is a psychiatrist. So let's just say she's not making anybody soap. And she sees her sitting there, and she sees that she's blonde hair and blue eyed, and all of a sudden said, oh, are you Darien? Oh my gosh, I just want to let you know how much I love your products. And my girlfriend was about to say, I'm not Darien. I'm shrugging my head like, no, you gonna be her today. Yes, you are. So she bought this stuff, and we were just laughing at it, how she just already assumed that it was her. And then she turned to me and said, and your girl is always helping me so nicely. The other one is financial. So every time we bring something new in, it's kind of like making sure that we have our inventory, that we're presenting it the right way. And, you know, as you grow, money has to grow as quick. And things
Right.
like COVID or things like, you know, like our shampoos. Our shampoos, conditioners, if you go on our website, everything is discontinued. They're not discontinued because of the product necessarily, but because of the packaging. All the packaging came from China, those bottles
Okay.
and jars, and we needed it, people needed it for sanitizers and stuff. So we had to
Mm-hmm.
rethink, how are we now going to package different product? So our
Okay.
packaging is going to start to look a little different, and some things are going to have to discontinue for that, because I don't feel like being, you know, being held responsible because China, we have now COVID in China and I can't produce product. So that's the
Right.
biggest thing: production, money, and then people just assuming who I am.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what would you tell someone looking to get started in business or a cosmetic business?
Don't overthink it.
Okay.
That is the one thing that I think we do, is we sit there and we overthink, and then after a while time just goes. You're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes every day. And when I make those mistakes, I apologize. It will either be something extra in your box, giving you a personal phone call, whatever
Right.
it is. You're going to make mistakes, but don't overthink. I'm not saying don't think, but just don't overthink. Go ahead and do it. Because if you remember how much you are making somebody else money, it'll be a
Mm-hmm.
driving force when you know that you had that great idea. Just don't overthink it.
Oh, good. I like that because a lot of times we just overthink a lot of things that we do when it's very simple and you just have to laser focus on that one thing and just not overthink it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just don't overthink.
So then tell us like what social media. I know we have your Instagram. I'm gonna tag you into your website into this also, but where else can we find your products? Like do you have Facebook?
Yeah, we have Facebook. You can look on our products. Most of the time on Facebook, we're just kind of like showing stuff.
Okay.
Just like on Instagram, we're on TikTok having fun. That I find that, like my little TV, find it very interesting. Um, you know, we're on LinkedIn, we're everything, and it's really easy. It's the same Ellice Darien all the way across the board.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool. So I will definitely make sure I tag you into everything.
awesome.
Any closing remarks that you want to leave anybody with?
Mm, I mean, I could tell them just to go to our site, but what I really like is that you just pick one day that you really do go to an African American or small business and purchase something. Just pick one day to be, you know, Blackout Tuesdays or Freedom Friday, whatever it is. That's my closing remark. Of course, you can come to my site. We welcome it. But even if it's not us, please just go to at least one of us. It'll bring us to a whole new level once we all do that.
Yes, absolutely. So can one last thing, can you let us know when that pink palette will be out and available?
The pink that we put in there is going to be. So here's the thing. When I made the pink up, we had already started on our fall palette, which, you know, is like the rust and the greens and
Right.
everything else. So if we do the pink, it'll be in September, hopefully
Okay.
September, October. And if not, we're going to have to wait till spring, because pink is kind of a spring type thing. So,
Yeah.
but
It's springy.
yes, was more thinking spring. I didn't even think I was going to do the pink. But
Okay.
when I started playing with it, that's why I went on and do it. But right now we're looking at, you know, being sexy for the fall and the winter, especially if we're going to be in quarantine again. Everybody want to look
Right.
good. So yeah, we're looking at reds, burgundies, you know, rusty browns, dark greens, kind of like things coming up.
Oh, I can't wait to see those
Yeah,
because
but I
the
do like
colors
pink.
are
Pink's my
so
favorite color.
vibrant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we want it so everybody can, you know, even a lady going to work, regular work.
Right.
You still got to look good
Right.
for your Zoom calls, right? So
That's right. That's
Zoom.
right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful
You
Saturday.
too,
To
dear.
everybody, I will post her information below the video. And you guys have a fantastic Saturday.
You
Thank you so
too.
much.
Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye. That was an awesome, awesome interview. I hope you guys, if you did not catch the full thing, check it out on the replay. I will post it to my page, and it will also go onto my YouTube site. So definitely check that out. All the details will be posted. Remember, support a Black-owned business every day of the week. Just don't wait until Saturday, or like she said, Blackout Tuesday, or pay it forward Fridays. Just support every single day. Remember, you guys, persistence brings forth transformation. Go out and choose to have a good day. Bye.